All right, now, right, everybody, there's a partially obstructed artery. That's where the light microscope, you see the lumen and so forth, and you can see the blood flow is restricted. Now, right here, that's how the plaque build up. That's plaque. There's a narrowed artery. There's an artery cross section. There's a normal artery right there, normal. It's hard to make people realize that this happens. It's hard to make people realize that this goes on, and it takes from 5 to 7 years for it to happen. It doesn't happen overnight. This plaque buildup. And it is silent. It is a silent killer. Trust me, it is a silent killer. People feel great. They're not eating right, though. They're not exercising. They're gaining too much weight. You know, they're being lethargic. And they say, oh, I feel fine. Everything. It's happening. I guarantee it's happening. Trust me. I've done enough study on this and talked to too many cardiologists. It's happening. It's going on. All right, now right here, everybody, right there. In other words, right there, with this one right there, like that, with a little bit more blockage, that person would probably start experiencing some pains. Now here's the word, angina, chest pain, occurs as a result of ischemia. What is ischemia? Ischemia is lack of blood flow. Lack of blood flow translates into lack of oxygen, which translates into the heart muscle crying out. It ain't going to stand it, Shannon. It's not going to stand not enough blood and oxygen. It ain't going to do it. It's going to scream out. How many of you have known an old, I'm not talking about you, but I'm talking about an older person who experienced chest pain and that translated into having a heart problem? All right, I see some hands go. 1, 2, I see at least 3 or 4 hands go up. 4 or 5, okay? It translated into a problem. Okay? Yeah. And what do they do? Angioplasty. You know what angioplasty is? Going through the leg, injecting a dye, and doing an x-ray, and they can pick out, they can find. You know, chest pain, they can't tell where it is. But the cardiologist, they will do an angioplasty, angiogram. And they'll inject a dye through the leg, come up into the heart, and then they can take an x-ray and they can see. And I'll show you what the blockage looks like in just a minute. All right, basically 2 types. There it is right there. Now, here's another thing. Y'all, here's another thing. Anastomosis, cross-connection between blood vessels. This provides an alternate route. That's anastomosis. To bypass an occlusion. All right, now then. All right, I want to say something about that in just a minute. Anastomosis, tell you a story about that. Collateral circulation. Now, listen, look at those 2 words right there real carefully. Anastomosis is a cross-connection. All right, now in bypass surgery, y'all listen. This is artificially done. You following me? You following me? In bypass surgery, this is artificially done. In other words, bypass surgery, we do a cross-connection between blood vessels, and by doing that cross-connection, we provide collateral circulation. All right, now sometimes, everybody, sometimes where there's a little bit of blockage, and many times, and I keep going back to this because I don't say it's a cure-all, but it will do something sometimes. Strenuous exercise, aerobic conditioning, sometimes will literally cause collateral circulation to take place. And I'll give you a case in point. In our family, there's a cardiologist in Beaumont. His name is Randy Lombardo. And I told you I visit with him a lot. Then there's another doctor in the family named John Herndon. John Herndon is an EMT fellow. He's in St. Louis. Super nice guy. All right, in fact, I stayed at their home the other night when I was going to go down and have the stress test. And he and I rode. He gets to his office. He's in his late 70s. He gets to his office. The young-looking guy works. Gets to his office before about 6:30 every morning, 6:45. So I rode down to St. Luke's Towers with him. We talking on the way. And he said, of course, he goes to his son-in-law, Randy Lombardo, for a heart check. And said, you know, the last time I had a heart scan or a nuclear stress test, he did find some blockage, but didn't have to do anything because he told me, he said, you've got some collateral circulation. Collateral circulation, you walk a lot, the collateral circulation it happened. Quote, it happened, like that bumper sticker. It happened. In other words, there was an alternate route. It was an alternate route around that majorly blocked area. And that would be collateral circulation. Anastomosis is a cross connection. The anastomosis results in collateral circulation. You follow the point there? See, the anastomosis is a cross connection between vessels, and this provides an alternate route to bypass an occlusion or a partial occlusion. And this sets up, this alternate route is a result, collateral circulation is an alternate route as a result of anastomosis or cross connection. Be sure you get those words straight. I'm going to ask you something about those words on the test. Collateral circulation. Bypass surgery is artificially setting up anastomosis, which translates into collateral circulation, bypassing around an area. All right, so that is the way, that is the idea there. I want you to see it. A program of exercise can aid in developing such as this following a myocardial infarction. There ain't nobody out there who's had a heart attack where the doctor said, okay, you continue to sit on your ass and smoke cigarettes. There's nobody, there's not a person out there that's had a heart attack where they'll hear those words. No, the doctor will say, get off it, quit smoking, and start doing something, some walking, build up on a daily basis. And so you'll hear that. I told you about the truck driver, Fred Ellison. That's what he did. He continued to sit on his rear end. He can sit on his rear end and smoke. I went down to his house and said, Fred, I told y'all about him, didn't I? Fred Ellison. I went down and I said, Fred, he drove a truck for my father. He dropped haul feed and fertilizer. Good guy. Smoked all the time. I said, Fred, what are you doing, man? Fred was in his late 80s. I said, what are you doing, man? What did the doctor tell you to do? What are you doing smoking? I wouldn't even go in the living room. I'd stand up on the front outside because we don't want to be around that smoke. I wouldn't go in there. Fred, what are you doing? What did the doctor tell you to do? Well, my knee hurts. I just don't want to get out. Dead within a year. All right, there it is right there. There is an obstruction. There's a coronary bypass, y'all. There's a bypass right there. Normally the bypass involves taking internal mammary. Here's what they did do, and I keep telling you I'm going to do this. I forgot to ask Leachman this one. I really forgot to ask Leachman this one. I forgot to ask him. Dr. Leachman, the doctor that did surgery on me is a guy named Dr. Michael Duncan. And he's with the Cooley Park team. And I forgot to ask Dr. Leachman, to ask him this. Do they still prefer using the left internal mammary to bypass on the left side and the saphenous vein to bypass on the right side? I just really forgot to ask him that. All right, but I can't, guys, I'm going to find that out. I can get one of the girls down there that I talked to them that they're in the office. I can get one of them to ask and find out for me. But here's the bypass graph right there. There's the aorta. Now you say, what happens to this? What do we do about this? Nothing. It ain't hurting nothing. There's no blood getting through there. There's no blood getting through there. Do we bother this? Do we cut out this blocked area? Shoot, no. Let it be. It just stays there. It's fine. It ain't hurting nothing. The blood vessel is still alive. Blood goes up to here, backs up to there. Survive. But blood's not getting through here, though. Blood's not getting through. But we took care of that. We bypassed that. It's on the right side. See, blood's getting out here from the right coronary. It's getting out here. It's just not going on down here. So what do? We go around it.